friends, welcome back to my channel Enriching Minds. So today we are going to learn about chapter 1 of grade 5, the talking drums. So now today we are going to learn about so now isn't it interesting to know that the Lokale tribe of Central Africa communicates through a drum language. Read on to find out Seed's experience of learning the art of playing talking drums. So Seed is an African boy. So in this chapter, we are gonna know about this African boy who's gonna learn how to do drums and send messages. Come on, we'll move into a chapter. So first, Sete had just found a good piece of dried bamboo stem in the forest. So he found a good piece of dried bamboo stem in the forest. So he had found a dried bamboo stem. So he need bamboo stem to make a practice drum. So with this stem, later that day, he would make just a small practice drum. He would make a small practice drum. So later that day, Sete would begin learning drum talk. So he's gonna learn how to send messages using the drums. Drums had been used by Sete's people to send messages from one village to another for another hundreds of years. So in the local tribe, there and all of their relatives are using this type of means of communication by drums of hundreds of years from one village to another. So many of Seed's friends were not interested in learning about the drums. They thought other ways of communication were better, but Sete was different. So Sete was fascinated about the um, means of communication of the drums, but his friends thought that other means of communication were better. So you have to remember this. This is the answer of why was Sete different. So he was different because uh, he 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 was interested in learning about the drums. But Sete's friends thought that other ways of communication were better, but he was different. So remember this point. Many of his people still use drums, and Sete wanted to know what this message said. So many of his relatives, relatives, uncles, etc. So many of these people were still using drums. So, so this how he learned, and he also wanted to learn how to make drums speak and like how to send messages using drums. Sete's uncle Bailo would show the Sete how to use the talking drums. So his uncle was Bailo. So he's gonna teach Sete how to use the talking drums. So he taught Sete how to use the talking drums, and Sete also felt lucky to have his uncle for a teacher, as Uncle Bello was the finest drummer in the village. So Uncle Bello, oh, and so he was the finest drummer in the village. So Sete felt very lucky to have a finest drummer for his teacher and an experienced man. And first, Sete would learn on a small drum and then he would graduate into a much larger one. So, first he will learn about the small drum, which is made by this kind of bamboo stem, and then he would graduate or move forward to a bigger drum. First, he would start on with a small drum like this, like very small, and then he would move into a big drum. The large drums were made of from the logs of fed off trees. So, there were types of trees found in Africa with a very unique reddish-orange coloration. They made sounds that could be heard far away. And these are the big drums. So they also look like this. So they also look like this. So it's not important how they look, but it's so these drums were made of logs of paddock trees. So remember this point that the large drums were made of logs of paddock trees. And paddock trees is type of trees found in Africa with a very unique reddish orange coloration. And they made sound that could be heard far away. So they made sound that could be heard far away. And now, so when his uncle arrived, Uncle Bello arrived to Sete's place. So when he arrived, Sete watched carefully as he made the bamboo stem into a drum. So first when we talked, Sete had just found a good dried bamboo stem. So he took it to his uncle Bello and he transformed this bamboo stem into a small drum. So that's amazing, isn't it? And Sete watched carefully while his uncle transformed it to a drum. And as once he's done, Sete could make a so if this is the drum, so if this is the drum and this is one side of the drum and this is the other side, so while by thumping one side, he would make a deep low a deep low sound by thumping on one side and high sound by thumping the other side. So high sounds by one side and deep low sound by other side. And thumping means hitting something and causing a noise. And he damped this with a bamboo stick. So when the drum was finished, Sete received his first lesson. So his first lesson was so Uncle Bello taught him his first lesson, and the lesson was ki ke Kike. Kike was his first lesson, so which made high low sound. So when all the people in the village uh, heard this sound, they knew that a drummer was about to send a message. So Uncle Bello, Uncle Bello told Sete that to practice the sounds again and again very well. So Sete practiced this kike sounds until bedtime. So he practiced very well that in the morning when you have learned these sounds, I'll teach you some how to know drum sound, some words. Sete drummed kike until bedtime. So Uncle Bello praised Sete the next day. You know the sounds well because he practiced this message kike until bedtime. So he does it very well. So Uncle Bello praised Sete that you know that sounds well. You know the sounds well. So then he told Sete to listen carefully one of his messages. Sete could hear the difference. And yeah, this is a message that Uncle Bello told him, one of his favorite message. So K K K and K K key, key, and again K, and I'm writing down here K, and again K key and K. So this is one of his favorite messages. So Uncle Ballo's one of the favorite messages is this. And Sete asked, what does it mean? So he has to know what does it mean. And Uncle Bello told it means don't worry. Don't worry. His uncle answered. And so Seti practiced these type of messages and learned their meanings for many and many months. And one day Seti saw his uncle carrying a very large drum. So it was very large. So it was very large drum. And when he saw his uncle, he asked his uncle excitedly, are you letting me borrow this drum? So he loved the big drum and he asked excitedly, are are you letting me borrow this drum? He asked this question to his uncle very excitedly. But Uncle Bello answered no. He answered no. And Seti stopped smiling. He and he stopped smiling and became very sad. But then Uncle Bello told, I made this drum for you as a gift. I made this drum for you as a gift, and he tells also, I'm sorry for teasing you. So Seti was very surprised and he did not answer. As his uncle turned away to walk away, so Seti ran away to see his new drum, smooth and new drum, and smiled. And he waited until the next day to use his drum for the first time. So, and as he waited and learned all the messages, so Uncle Bello was fishing on a river. He was catching fishes, also known as fishing, on a river, and Sete. But even though he was fishing, he could hear the message which Sete was telling. So he pounded this message. Do not worry, uncle. He Seti thought as he pounded out the sounds. So he thought everything as he pounded out the sounds. Don't worry, uncle. I love my new drum and with all my heart and soul, heart, heart and soul, and will take good care of it. Good care of it. And he also told and some other day I will show my own nephews how to use the talking drum. So this is how the drum language continued in Sete's tribe for years and years. And now we'll learn about the word meanings. Word meanings. So this is graduate or move forward. So this is the word meaning of graduate. Move forward or improve. So as you go to 11th, 12th class, you graduate into college. So that's how. Improve or moving more forward to the next level. And this is the meaning of graduate. Paddock trees. Type of trees found in Africa with a very unique reddish orange coloration. And these trees have very unique and reddish orange coloration. And it's very rare found in Africa. Thumping, hitting someone and causing a noise. So hitting something. So thumping means hitting something and causing a noise, like hitting on the drum by one side and causing a noise. So this is called thumping. And teasing, laughing at someone or saying unkind things about them, or laughing at someone or saying bad things or things which make them sad. So this is the meaning of teasing. So come on, hooray, you finished the chapter. So this is the end of our chapter. Thank you.